Hey, it's Ryan. We are at the very end of Die with a Smile, and I'm excited to show you this part because there are some really, really useful chord voicings that we could use in other songs that are not bar chords, but one of them is. And so I want to show it to you. So this is what it looks like. Was ending, I'd want to be next to you. If the world was ending, I'd want to be next to you. It's hard to not resolve that. But anyway, so we are taking a look at two new chords in this part. We have our B minor 7, which we know and love. And then what I really, really am excited to show you about is the C sharp 7 chord. It looks like this. So let's take a look at it. It's basically like your C chord, except we're going to put the pinky down right here on the 4th fret of the G string. And why this chord voicing is so useful is because we're very comfortable with the C chord. So we just need to put the pinky down. But what's also useful about it is if we can get the string muting right with the low E string and the high E string, then this becomes a movable shape for all of your dominant chords that are on the 5th string. So let's just try this together one string at a time like this. To mute the strings, the ring finger is kind of on the tip, kind of on the pad. And then my first finger is also kind of on the tip, kind of on the pad. So that way I can mute the high E string. So let's just sit here for a minute, see if we can get this thing going. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this chord shape and we're gonna move it up a fret, just like this. So now this is a D7 chord. And one more time, move it up. Now this is an E flat 7 chord. So this is one of my favorite ways to play a dominant 7th chord. Maybe I'm playing a jazz song or something like that for an older adult group. I love just like just being able to very quickly grab this without having to do this. There's so much use for it because if I do this, it's harder to switch to, and then I have to jump over to this. But if I do this, my ring finger's already right there, so I just have to tilt it up a bit. And then my first finger is much closer to this. So I'm a huge fan of this chord voicing. So anyway, that's one of the big things that we're getting from this. And then let's take a look at the B7. This B7, of course, you can play it like the typical open way that you can play it. But what's one of the cool things about playing guitar is how many different ways you can play the same chord. So for instance, if I did this, this is kind of a sound that we've always heard when we play in the key of E in particular, that kind of stuff. But if we do this, it sounds the same, but it sounds a little bit different, and it's because the chord is voiced a little bit differently. So instead of the D sharp being right here, we moved it up here. And then in this chord, instead of the F sharp being up here, we moved it down here instead. So it sounds a little bit different. It sounds a little bit more closed to me. And so if you go like this, you can also still pretty much keep the same bar that you had before. And then when you go to the minor, it causes this really nice voice leading to happen, where we have this, which can really help in just having your guitar sound even better than it already does, is just having nice voice leading. So anyway, this is the end, and let's go to the practice video.